Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip hop video for y'all. And this is another hip hop question that I have for y'all because I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of people know, I'm pretty sure, like, big fans of this artist know that before he got signed to No Limit Records, he had, like, a deal with Jive. But he did mention in an interview on Vlad TV that Jive didn't really know how to handle him. So he ended up signing to No Limit Records with Master P. And when he signed to No Limit Records with Master P, he had a lot of success. I mean, I know he said that like his album Ghetto Fabulous was like his worst effort because he had to rush it, but if you ask me, Ghetto Fabulous is a masterpiece because of the fact that Master P had them putting out new tracks like consistently. They like Master P had a pace, but I got a question for y'all because during the time like this record label and this CEO, his label was having success. You know what I mean? At the time, Snoop Dogg wasn't signed to No Limit at the time. He was still on death row, and Dr. Dre was like on death row too. I mean, Dr. Dre, he's the one that discovered Snoop Dogg. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like Dr. Dre, he was like the co-owner. He was like the co-founder of Death Row Records, but I got a question for y'all. What if Suge Knight signed Mystikal to Death Row Records after Mystikal had left Jive Records while Mystikal was on the come up? What if Suge Knight found Mystikal before Master P did? Do y'all feel that if Suge Knight found Mystikal before Master P, do y'all feel that Mystikal would have signed to Death Row Records with Suge Knight? Let's have a discussion about this. My fellow Mystikal fans, let's chat. And also, too, free Mystikal. But yeah, what if Suge Knight signed Mystikal to Death Row Records while Mystikal was on the come up? I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. If Suge Knight signed Mystikal to Death Row Records after Mystikal left Jive Records while Mystikal was on the come up, I feel it would have been pretty decent. You know, Mystikal with his unique style. I feel Mystikal would have brought like a lot of unique like his unique style to Death Row Records because you know Mystikal, they say that he's like the James Brown of hip hop because of his style of rapping. Like when he be rapping, he sound like James Brown, but yeah, Mystikal, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Mystikal. I love Mystikal. Mystikal, he's like a very talented artist. But yeah, if Suge Knight signed Mystikal to Death Row Records while he was on the come up, I feel it would have been a decent move. And you see, if he signed to Death Row while Snoop Dogg was still on death row, like him and Snoop Dogg, they would have known each other even earlier before the No Limit days. But yeah, I feel like it would have been a decent move. I feel like it would have been pretty cool if Mystikal and Tupac had did a collab. I feel like it would have been cool if Mystikal and the Dog Pound had did something. And I feel like it would have been cool if Mystikal had a song that was produced by Dr. Dre. But yo, if Suge Knight signed Mystikal to Death Row, I feel like it would have been pretty decent, but that's only if Suge Knight had found Mystikal before Master P did, because with the Snoop Dogg situation, Snoop Dogg left Death Row and he ended up signing to No Limit with Master P. And like I said, I'm pretty sure like a lot of fans know this, Master P had met up with Suge Knight when Suge Knight was incarcerated so they could work out a deal for Snoop Dogg. I'm pretty sure like fans know the story. Yeah, he met up with Suge Knight so they could work out a deal for Snoop Dogg. But you see, Snoop Dogg did have a situation where some of the people from Death Row Records had came over, like I think it was like at one of his shows or whatever, with him being signed to No Limit to, you know, like to try to like mess around with them. Because that's the thing, like Suge Knight definitely he definitely like had a legacy with Death Row Records, but not as successful of a legacy as No Limit Records due to the fact that he kept getting in trouble. Same thing with yeah, like Dr. Dre with his label Aftermath Entertainment. Dr. Dre has a legacy. Eminem is still on Aftermath, and I think Kendrick Lamar is still on Aftermath. I mean, Kendrick Lamar is not on TDE anymore, but I think he's still on Aftermath Entertainment. I think Anderson .Paak is still on Aftermath Entertainment. Like, Dr. Dre still has success with his label Aftermath Entertainment to this day. Because it seems like as soon as Dr. Dre signed Eminem to Aftermath, it seems like Aftermath as a record label, it seems like it just took off. But yeah, if Suge Knight signed Mystikal to Death Row Records while Mystikal was on the come up, like if Suge Knight had found Mystikal first, I feel like it would have been a pretty decent move. But yeah, my fellow Mystikal fans, let's chat, let's have a discussion about this. And yeah, again, free Mystikal. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Trolls, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. Y'all can follow me on SoundCloud at Wally G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all.